Hello, sugar babies near and far. You are on my page. I am Aisha, and you are following the gardening life with AMB. And I wanted to bring you guys along because I'm so excited right now. So I've been waiting on a plantain root to come in. It has finally arrived, y'all. It is here. Let me show y'all. So I just unwrapped it and took it out of the packaging that it came in. And because it is still so cold here where I'm at in zone 6A, and it had to travel through the mail, I'm hoping that it does good. It still has pretty good roots on it all the way around. It was fairly cold though when I unwrapped it. So I just kind of been letting it sit here and kind of thaw out. But this is what it looks like. And yes, it still has pretty good color down through here. It's solid. It's not soft. It's not squishy. I'm hoping that it does well. Okay, so I just wanted to fill y'all in and show y'all because I was so excited that it came in and I've been waiting on it and let y'all see what it looks like. But it's been sitting out for a minute. It's been unthawing, so I have this stuff on the inside here. I am getting ready to put it in a pot. Yes, I'm getting ready to place it in a pot until it gets warm enough and it is able to go outside. But yeah, that is the exciting news for today. And of course, I will update you guys on all the little sugar babies that's growing over here and sprouting, doing good, taking off, and everything is looking actually pretty good. The lights are out right now on here. Let's see, let me turn this on just so we can see what's going on in here. And you can't even see with the blue light, so wait a minute. Let me just pull that out here. Everything is germinating and doing what it's supposed to do. And everything is looking good. So I did 2 rows of the habanero orange, in which I won't keep all of them, but I always plant extra because you never know what's going to germinate and what's not, especially when you have older seeds. Even sometimes newer seeds, but most definitely when you have older seeds, you don't know what's going to germinate and take off and what's not. So I will keep some, I will give some away, and if they're all doing really, really well and strong and healthy, I might even sell some this year. So, but that's what they look like. Like I said, everything is germinating and doing well. None of the pepper plants as of right now are looking leggy. Everything looks strong and healthy. So I have my serrano peppers, habanero orange, cayenne peppers, jalapeno peppers, Thai hot peppers, ghost pepper, plebano pepper. And then on the end there, I actually did not plant peppers on the end here. These are actually carrots. Those do look a little leggy, some of them, but I'm just going to redirect them and put the light down a little bit closer and put them, I might even move some of them into a different pot. That way they get stronger. But overall, the germination in this tray looks pretty good. I had another piece of garlic that I threw in this water. And if you can see the roots down there, those are looking good as well. I will pull them apart soon and repot those. I have some sugar snap peas down here that's doing great. Actually, I've been rerouting them because they've been trying to vine out of this larger pot and start wrapping on things. So I'm going to get ready and move them out here soon. This is a newer tray that I just sowed seeds in. So there's no germination going on here yet in that one. And then we have this one up here. It's pretty much herbs in this one, I do so believe. Maybe a couple peppers. But it's all doing really well. Really, really well. These actually are not even really leggy. They're thick. The stems on them actually are thicker than what they appear. And looking good, doing good. The alfalfa, I will separate some of them and branch them out, but for the most part I will just let them grow and do what they're doing. What else is in here? It's some angelica that's starting to germinate, so I'm not even going to mess with that. I see there's some little germination coming up there. That one looks like it's dead. I'm not really sure what it's doing. I don't even know if it's really dead. The top piece is covered in dirt, so I won't say it's dead, but it's starting to germinate, as well as some new germination over here. Let me move these out of the way. Oh, that's for some hot peppers back there. But overall, like I said, I have no complaints. Stuff is starting to come up and germinate, and it's doing well. No germination for the ghost chili peppers yet, but the cabbage and salad mix and Swiss chard are all starting to germinate as well. So like I said, overall it's doing pretty good. I have no complaints. I have some basil that's coming up in this one, parsley. It's a couple of germinations in parsley, and they're coming up at different times for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe the light is not where it needs to be, but hey, it's coming up. The dill is coming up, but it's coming up very straggly. So y'all, I don't know how that dill is gonna do, but I'm not worried about the dill making it or not making it, because once it gets warmer, I have dill that do come back every year. And if not, I will just throw some more seeds out there and it will come back. It does not take dill very long, especially when it's warm out. And over here is some kale that's starting to germinate, some zinnia flowers that I planted, a whole entire tray of zinnia flowers. Mostly this whole entire tray of zinnia flowers, except for the first 2 rows. I just threw some kale in there. So the zinnia flowers are starting to come up, and again, the germination looks good on them. The stems are thick. Echinacea is coming up here, and these are all fairly new, but I wasn't really even expecting to see nothing germinate yet in this tray, but it is coming up and it is starting to germinate, so I'm excited about that. And these are all just marigolds on this side with a couple echinacea on the end. So overall, like I said, they're starting to come up. A few of them look a little leggy, but they will be okay. I have rerouted them as far as what shelf they're sitting on and where they're at. All 3 of these trays have gotten rerouted. I don't even want to move that out yet, but these are red bell, green bell, and then some onion that is coming up in here. But all of those look good. So here's some thyme and oregano that is starting to germinate as well. Some sage and some Thai basil. But everything is starting to germinate, and like I said, for the most part, everything is doing pretty good and looking good. I don't have any complaints overall how things are coming in. There's another tray down here. And you know what? I feel bad because sometimes I actually forget about this one that's all the way at the very bottom. But like I said, I have been in here today and trying to relocate some of these things. So I have stuff everywhere, y'all, everywhere. It is growing and doing good though. This is the icicle radish, and they have taken off like extremely fast and just started germinating, as well as the paprika. Pepper is doing okay over here as well. I see it starting to germinate and come up. Breakfast radish and habanada pepper is starting to germinate. So I am so excited about that, because for a minute there I was worried about the habanada peppers, which this is my first time growing the habanada peppers. But they're doing good. They're germinating and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Here is some broccoli and some bok choy. And that's all doing well as well also. Oh, and the red cabbage has germinated. So I have been waiting on the red cabbage to come up, and I actually see everything has germinated in the row of red cabbage. So that's exciting. And then here is one of the other trays that just got planted also. And y'all, yes, it's dry. Like I said, I forgot about this one, but I'm finna take care of these little babies. I think mostly this tray is all herbs. Herbs and flowers, I do so believe. Oh, my niece herb, Lord Jesus, I need some water. But I'm going to bottom water these, and they will be okay. They will be okay. That's just what it's going to be. I'm actually going to, I've been going out and getting water as I can from the snow, because yes, y'all, we still have snow, from the snow and from my rain barrel, what I can get out, because the bottom of it is not all the way froze, but the top is froze. So I'm gonna give these little babies some good old snow water. And actually I got a little bit too much in here, so I'm going to take some out and put into one of the other trays. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. While I'm waiting, I will finish showing you guys, since I'm doing the video anyhow. The garlic is doing wonderful down here. This is another tray that is fairly new. All of these trays on this side are fairly new, so I'm just waiting and seeing what they're going to do and when they're going to germinate. Here is some red Russian kale, some dinosaur kale, curly kale, some Brussels sprouts, and oh, some blue collards are in here as well. So yeah, I'm just waiting and watching things germinate and take off and do what they need to do. Excuse me. In here, oh, I see a black pearl pepper starting to germinate right there, y'all, right there. I have some curly mustards in here, some red roselle in here, Scotch bonnet peppers. I do not see germination for them yet, and I was wondering if they were going to germinate, because what happened was the packet had got wet. It had been out in the greenhouse, got wet, sat out there, dried back out, and I was like, you know what? The seeds still look okay, so I'm going to try it. I'm just going to drop them in here and see if they're going to grow. But I don't see any germination in that row yet, but I'm still hopeful that they will. I have some lemon mint that is coming up, some Roma tomatoes. Those are looking good. Cherry tomatoes. I do not see any germination in that row yet. What else is in here? Okay, so one row of the cherry tomatoes have germinated, and the other row has not germinated. And again, this was a pack that was left out in the greenhouse on the outside that had got wet. Sorry, y'all. This is all over because the camera is falling. I'm trying to see what this is right here. Oh, this is the beefsteak tomato. So those have germinated and they're doing well. But for the most part, like I said, everything is germinating and doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I'm excited to just let it, do what it needs to do. And we'll go from there as the weeks go on. And the weather, Lord, I hope it starts to take a shift and we just start warming up, because y'all, that's what it looked like back there. That's what it's looking like. And it's still snow everywhere. It's still snow everywhere, y'all. And it's cold. It's so cold out. Again, I'm just ready for this to be over and it warm up. And just warm up enough so I can even go out. But I don't have time to wait for the snow to melt all the way. So what I'm going to do is go into the greenhouse with the heater. And then we're going to see what gets started. But I do want to get some of these collards out and just place them in the greenhouse and the broccoli and Brussels sprouts, because all those look really good. So I'm going to transplant them into a little bit larger pots and then put them out in the greenhouse in a tray. And I'm hoping for the best. That's what I'm doing. I'm hoping for the best. So that is the little tour of the day with gardening, with the life of A and B inside my home because it's cold outside. But I most definitely wanted to show y'all this plantain root that came in today, and I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm gonna put it in dirt right now, dirt and pot right now. But until next time, like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to comment below, and peace, love, and light.